Hello. Once again, I come before you as a representative of the Illuminati. You may call me the Man. Well, this is a video that I put off doing for a long time. Now, there are some videos that I enjoy doing, and like when we ended the Iraq War, I thought that was pretty good, and yeah, that was good. That was a good video. But other topics are not so easy for me to talk about. Since we started these video series, we've had the same question pop up time and time again. Can you explain what's going on with the coming zombie apocalypse? And I put off this video for a long time for a very simple reason. I hate zombies. I hate zombies in books. I hate zombies in movies. I hate zombie products. I hate all things zombie. I just can't stand them. I think they are, without a doubt, the stupidest villains ever created for movies. I mean, honestly, when you think about it, right? These things have been dead for, you know, varying times, right? They crawl up out of the grave to eat your brain. And then what? What's the point? I mean, do they digest your brain? Do they get some sort of nourishment from that? Why would they need to? They're dead. Dead people don't need to eat. They're dead. Anyway, I even refused to do a video when that guy down in Florida ate that other guy's face because he was high on something or whatever. Yeah, and because technically that's not being a zombie, that's being a cannibal. And cannibalism is well documented. It's existed in several cultures throughout time and unfortunately still exists on this planet in certain areas. But those guys aren't dead eating the brains of the living. Those are living people eating, well, the flesh of people who until recently were living as well. So yeah, that's not the same thing. Now, I'm not saying they're not zombies around. We all know there's zombies around. Poor people who have been, you know, targeted by witch doctors who are poisoned, and you know, the poison mimics death. They get buried, they get dug up, they're fed opiates and alkaloids and stuff like that, and do the witch doctor's will until one of them actually does die, and then, you know, that's the way it goes. Those are zombies. That's what a zombie is. It's not an undead thing. It's a regular old person who's just been doped out of his mind. However, recently the Department of Homeland Security released a statement saying that we should all be ready for the coming zombie apocalypse. I know why they did that. Actually, I know two reasons why they did that. Now, the first, of course, is to make sure that people are ready for any natural disaster or even unnatural disaster. You know, make sure you have extra clothes on hand. Make sure you have canned food. Make sure you have bottled water, flashlights, you know, in case the power goes out. Things like that. You know, just be prepared in general for disaster. However, I don't think they kind of thought that thing through, because if you actually watch all the zombie movies, and I have seen far too many zombie movies, you'll notice that on top of all that, a lot of people carry weapons to blow the heads off of the zombies who come to eat their brains, because, you know, basically that's the only way you can get rid of them. So yeah, basically the Department of Homeland Security just asked every American to go get a weapon and make sure it was loaded. Good job. I'm sure that'll be fine. There won't be any problems at all from that. Now, I think the reason they did that, they chose that tack, was because they were trying to use something in popular culture in order to influence, you know, what happens in America. And in other words, they were trying to be us. And I think they either did that because they saw the videos that we're producing, or they spoke to someone in my office. I'm looking into that. But anyway, yeah, there is no zombie apocalypse coming. There are no undead coming to rise to eat your brains. Don't worry about that. That's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. It's just. Hey, Department of Homeland Security, how about you do a couple of things for us, okay? How about you go back to doing whatever it is that you actually do? I believe department infighting and giving the TSA the authority to grope old ladies and young children at airports. I think that's what you guys do best. Why don't you just go back to doing that and leave the subtle influencing of the entire world through popular culture to us. We're a lot more suited for it, okay? And yeah, I think everybody will be happier if that happens. Because, folks, we are in a critical time in the Anunnaki audit, okay? The Anunnaki are no longer amused with our elections. They are wondering why everybody is lying to everybody. And when I explain to them that everybody knows that everybody's lying about everything to everybody, they still don't seem to think that that's amusing anymore. They watched the conventions. They had a great time doing that. But then they realized that everybody was serious. They thought the whole thing was a joke. Yeah. And so they are now no longer laughing. And it would help a whole lot if you could, you know, greet your neighbor with a smile and wave and be friendly to people. That would be good. And if you have any other comments or anything, just leave them in the comment section below. And even if I have a personal distaste for them, I'm sure I will get around to answering your questions. And most importantly, when you see those chemtrails blazing in the sky, well, don't worry about them. Just relax and breathe deeply.